What's going on YouTube? Before we go any further, make sure you guys hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. You feel me? What's happening with my folks, man? What's happening with my peoples? We're gonna dive right into this one, man. The No Jumper podcast mentioned me again. Not fully by name, but they're talking about my content and what I post, as far as referring to them and what they post. So, they're not actually saying my name, but a few weeks back, I did a video on AD about him calling the Southsiders a sewer rat, and again, no disrespect, right? The video was taken out of context. Someone sent me a clip. I took the video down. I made a new video apologizing. Not apologizing like woo woo, but apologizing and owning up to, players fuck up. That's what I said, man. Players fuck up. I took the video down. You know what I'm saying? And that was brought up during the American Cholo interview. Gil from American Cholo was there. Bozo sitting right next to him. You guys haven't seen the full interview? Highly suggest you go check that out. Now, they're talking about what I guess Gil said from American Cholo years ago that was taken out of context, right? Same situation. Gil brings up my video. American Cholo, he brings up my video that I did on AD, the No Jumper host, about him calling the Sureños a derogatory term. My video that I did, right? That was taken out of context. Now, he uses that as an example of the same thing of what No Jumper was doing to Gil on Instagram. Taking what Gil from No Jumper said out of context. Because American Cholo, Gil, said, well, what about if someone takes something like you said out of context, AD, and he starts laughing because they both start laughing because they both know what they're talking about. And what if Gil says something about you disrespecting the homies and whoop whoop. The No Jumper host then replies like, yeah, I know what you're talking about. There's a video out there. Dude took it out of context, this and this and that. So they're kind of on the same page. They both know how it feels for someone to take one thing that they said out of context. And it's true. Things can get taken out of context. Everything that American Cholo was saying about beef starting, a race war starting, is absolutely right. Because they're saying Gil from No Jumper said some racist things in the past, I guess. I don't know. I haven't seen it. I haven't heard it. I'm not on Instagram, so I didn't see what No Jumper posted. But allegedly Gil said some racist shit. But it was taken out of context. It was taken out of context. They didn't hear or listen to the full clip of what Gil said, I guess, in the past. And that's the same thing with my clip, bro. That's the same thing with my video, because say this, man. Say a young Sureño out there in LA, a young Southsider, seen my video, right? Oh, that's all he seen was Sureño disrespected by No Jumper host, calls him a sewer rat, this and that. He watched my video and was like, you know what, fuck that fool. Fuck that fool AD, man, woo whoop, right? And say this same young Southsider out there in Southern Cali is going through some shit, man. He's going through it, you feel me? Say this young Southsider's going through some shit. Say he just lost the homie over some gang shit, over some dumb shit, over this gang shit out there, right? He just had to bury one of his homeboys. This young nigga out there, this young Southsider going through it. You feel me? You guys know how it goes when you have to bury one of your homies, man. You going through that pain, that struggle, that all them emotions and anger, and you just want to smack everybody like you don't give a fuck about nothing. You know what I'm saying? Say he's going through that. And then he watches my video saying this dude AD's disrespected Sureños. Say he watched my video earlier that day. And then he's going through this the whole rest of the day about his homie just dying. And then say, just so happens, who does he run into? AD from No Jumper. And he reacts just because in the back of his head he remembers seeing this YouTube video that was just uploaded of this fool disrespecting the homies. He bounces out with him and his homies. Hey, that's that fool right there. Who? AD, the one I showed you earlier. Remember? Oh, yeah, fuck that fool, dog. Hey, what's up, fool? Woo, 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 right? And they square up on AD. AD probably like, man, what's up, man? AD don't seem like the one to be a punk. But, You know what I'm saying? And say they get down. Whether they touch him up or he touches them up, whatever. Or even worse, say they smoke him. Say they pull out a gun and shoot AD. Over what? Over a YouTube video that was taken out of context? You feel me? Over a YouTube post or YouTube video, or you feel me, whatever, that was snippeted it up and clipped up, chopped up, and made it seem like something it wasn't. Now this youngster, just because he was going through some and he's out there super gangbanging, really in the streets, really in the trenches, seen this video and then sees AD later on that day, and he blams him. Boom, AD gone. Or AD in the hospital. Now AD family going through the same thing what he's going through. What that Southsider was going through, now AD's family and his homies is going through the same thing. And what does that start? That starts a whole lot of motherfucking shit. You know what I'm saying? So I get, that's why I took the video down. You feel me? That's why I took the video down. And that's why I understand where American Cholo is coming from when he talks about this race war shit. And that's why I don't understand why people don't get it. Like, how do people not get the seriousness of that post being taken out of context? You know what I'm saying? I guess people just don't care. You feel me? That's I guess people have an agenda. That's what he's saying. And a lot of people are saying American Cholo's racist. I don't think he's racist, bro. Has he said some shit? Did he say the N-word? I guess. I haven't seen that video either, but they're saying he's saying the N-word. But I guess that was taken out of context as well. He was telling a story. People are saying, well, you're telling a story, you shouldn't say the word. You feel me? Woo woo. I say words that are derogatory on here when I'm telling a story because I'm trying to be an in-depth storyteller. When you read a book, okay, look, for all the niggas that's been locked up before, right? All you dudes that's been down before, juvenile hall, county jails, prison, wherever you at, whatever you done time at. You remember reading them urban books, bro. You remember reading them crazy ass them James Patterson books, you know what I'm saying? All the urban books, right? You guys remember them books? They didn't hold back on their words, homie. When you reading them stories, when you reading them books in your cell, they didn't hold back on them words. They cussed. They said all kinds of racist shit. They said derogatory shit. Why? Because they're being in-depth in their story, homie. It's the same thing on here. We storytelling. We having conversations, a podcast, whatever. We're being in-depth. You feel me? And of course you're going to be accountable for your words, but if you don't mean nothing by it, I don't see nothing wrong with it. Like if someone's telling a story and says, woo, we got into this fight, this dude said this and that, fucking stupid ass wetbacks, this and that, woo, and then, you know what I'm saying, shit popped off, this and that, woo. I'm not going to be upset about someone saying that, no matter what race he is, because he's telling a story. He's saying what happened. You feel me? That's the way I look at things. Like, I know other people view things differently. Let me know how you guys feel about it. But yeah, man, shout out American Cholo and shout out No Jumper. They did the right thing. I believe they took the post down on Instagram. And that was the right thing to do because you don't want nothing to pop off over something that was misconstrued. You feel me? Taken out of context way too much. You know what I'm saying? So shout out them guys for being stand-up individuals. It's the kid and I'm gone.